and welcome to The Mill, a podcast brought to you by Mill & Co., an advertising collective specializing in strategy, creative ideation, and execution. I'm your host, Rachel Ballatori, the founder and CEO of Mill & Co. Today, we have a special segment called Four for Founders, where we interview founders and business owners across the country, getting their perspective on building a business and a brand. With us today is Lauren Duffield. She is the founder of TEIM Empowered Incorporated. TEIM stands for Technology, Environment, Impact, and Management. TEIM provides growth and impact consulting services, and Lauren loves working with smaller companies in their first few years of business on sales and marketing strategy. TEIM is unique because they integrate impact strategy and ways of thinking with the option to become a certified B Corporation. Lauren, thanks so much for being with us today.
Yes, thanks so much for having me. I'm excited.
Likewise. Let's jump right in. First question, what inspires you and motivates you?
Yeah, so that can be a pretty deep question, but in short, I would say my why and my vision. So remembering my vision on the hard days is what gets me through. A big lesson I learned from the Tony Robbins Business Mastery Program was to focus on the what and the why, and the how will happen in ways you can't even imagine. So I've spent a lot of time working on my vision and working on my why statements on a quarterly basis, and they're very strong. So from there, I just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And I strongly believe that becoming successful is a mind game over anything else. Without emotional fitness, you might as well throw all of your skills and capabilities out the window. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah, in short, the what and the why.
I love that. It's a great perspective, Lauren. Thanks so much. So what made you take the leap to actually starting a business?
Yeah, so I've wanted to be an entrepreneur since I was 13 years old. I was very lucky to grow up with 4 entrepreneurial parents, which means I've always had the support and confidence to follow my dreams. So I realize how lucky I am kind of with that background. So as soon as I graduated from my Bachelor of Commerce, I started my business right away, even though I was pretty much just playing office and it wasn't actually an operating business until 3 years later. I spent a lot of years, like you hear with most entrepreneurs, waitressing to pay my bills, and then, working evenings and weekends, and then working on my business during the day. And the main kind of, I think, point of realization for me was that the last chapter in every business textbook from my Bachelor of Commerce degree was around CSR, corporate social responsibility. It was the 25th chapter in every textbook. That coupled with all my roommates from university were all science nerds. I was the only business person. So I constantly was being educated by them about climate change and all that was going on in the world. So I think that coupled with, those 25th chapters in all the textbooks, I knew that the way of doing business was evolving. So I set out pretty early to be part of that evolution.
Which was smart of you, and you've definitely been ahead of the curve there, and your success speaks for itself, Lauren, so congratulations on that. What are some challenges that you face being a founder, and what have you done to overcome them?
Yeah, so I already hinted at this in my first answer, but I would say the biggest challenge is having a healthy mindset and understanding the importance of balance. So a big thing I've learned over the years is you're never not going to have problems in business. Problems mean you're growing. So the biggest challenge I've had is how I handle my bad days. So my bad days used to be bad days or bad weeks, but now my bad days turn into bad hours. So it's all about flipping the problem on its head. And I intentionally work to overcome this challenge on a daily basis. It's not something that's ever complete. You're always continuously improving to be better with that healthy mindset. So the things you hear all the time, 8 hours of sleep, I meditate for 5 to 10 minutes before I even get out of bed, make my bed, I walk my dog. So before 8 a.m., I've meditated, made my bed, and walked my dog. And those all seem like simple little things, but that momentum of those little tasks has really proven itself. And then, of course, exercise and surrounding yourself with the right people. And you hear this over and over again for a reason. So if you have an unstoppable attitude, I think that the challenges and problems become exciting, and you learn and grow from them. So again, you kind of flip the challenge into an opportunity.
We have very similar mornings. I also wake up and make my bed every morning. And I think that as a business owner, or just anyone that's a highly motivated person, having discipline but also perspective is what makes for a successful person. I had a colleague of mine tell me, Rachel, there's no heart in the cooler, which essentially meant that we're not doing heart surgery here. So you have to put things in perspective when you're tackling client problems or internal problems. Lauren, last question. What advice would you give to someone who was just about to go out and start their own business?
Yeah, this is going to be a bit of cliche, but just do it. Action over perfection, fail fast, A/B test. The greatest advantage of being a one-woman show or a startup is your agility. So you can move quicker than a larger organization, and make mistakes, learn from them. So listen to your customers, and of course, get a coach. I think it's very, very important, no matter what stage you're at in business, to always have a mentor or a coach. Even coaches have coaches. So again, it kind of all relates to the theme of all my answers here, is to never stop learning, and go beyond the pep talk of actions. I would say my number one piece of, I guess, more tangible advice is to network. And it's so easy nowadays. A lot of people think it's more difficult with, the new climate with COVID and everything, but it's so easy to hop on a virtual networking event, and it has so many benefits that pay off in the short and long term. Rachel, it's how we met. We got introduced through someone that I met at a networking event 8 months ago. So it doesn't always pay off immediately, but I think the more hands you can shake and the more you can practice saying, hi, my name is, and giving your elevator pitch and learning from other people, it will pay off in the long run. And I think that's what has really helped me. Is I've almost been in business for 10 years, which is crazy to think about, since I first incorporated. But the reason I'm seeing, I think, so much success in these later years is from the networking I did early on. I have a very strong network of people who will answer my emails no problem, because I've nurtured those relationships over the years. And if you ever feel nervous to network, then it kind of circles back to my very first answer. It's just do it, get over it, pump yourself up, and just go for it.
Absolutely. And Lauren, you're a testament to, it's not just what you know, it's who you know. And you definitely have maintained a very good relationship with your network. So it's not just about having a large number of people in your network, but having good, solid relationships with them, which you've proven. So congratulations on all your success. That's all I have for you today. Short and sweet. Thank you so much for joining us. For more information about Lauren or TEIM, or to stay up to date on more Mill & Co podcasts, check us out on LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram. Until next time, thanks so much, Lauren.
Thank you, Rachel.